Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all our viewers. Today we start with this DIY generation segment of our magazine, and we have with us our guest Mr. MANBIR Singh, MD, CT Group. He has made an impeccable mark for himself in the education sector. Welcome sir.
Thank you so much.
So we'll get talking to him about his struggles and how he reached here.
Absolutely.
So sir, beginning with, sir, tell us something about your educational background and how you started your journey.
We started a school in year 1997, where we're sitting right now exactly.
Right.
It's called CT Public School, and that time obviously I was studying, and my father was the chairman of CT Educational Society, and he always wanted, because he had a vision that he never got the opportunity to study. So he said, I'm a 10th pass and I want my kids to study. And study good. So always he had that vision to send me abroad for higher education, and obviously we three kids in the family, me, my brother and my sister.
I see.
All studied in Sonar, in the foothills of Shimla. And my father, as I said, had the vision of making us study and sent us. I went to UK for my higher education.
I see.
And my brother went to Australia. And my sister, she's married in UK, right? So since then, after I came back, I've been taking care of all the institutions of CT Group. And my father, he insisted me to come and take care of the business, because he wanted to expand into different institutions, into higher education from the school level, and I was reluctant. But then I agreed to his condition that I'll come back and see for myself that if I like coming here and settling down in India. And if you see me today, because education sector is so vast and so interesting, a lot of new things happen every day. So when I was here and I saw all these things happening, especially when I used to go and meet the kids, especially the younger kids of kindergarten. We're very cute kindergarten where around 200 kids are there.
I see.
And when I see the smile on their faces, that thingy motivated me to stay back and do something for the students.
That's really nice. So sir, tell us something about your initial struggles when you started onto this, into this education sector. See, mostly struggles were seen by my father, to be honest. Of course.
But yes, once you start, and the Indian system is as such a little complex, and I used to get angry every time things were not falling into the places, and I used to talk to my father, whom I always consider my idol as well, because today he's 70 years old and he works more than me, actually, I can say. He's very young at heart, and he's always self-motivated, which motivates me also to do something new for the people, for the students. And the struggles were there, and to get new affiliations, to approvals, because a lot of institutes are affiliated and approved by different councils of India.
Yes.
So getting those approvals and getting inspections every single year was always a task. But when I used to get low, I always wanted to run away. So my father always guided me and have a cool head on his shoulders, and he used to help me. And so because of his experience, I can say today we have 17 institutions, 2 schools and a university. Because to make a university, it's a task itself. It has to be approved by the Council of Ministers of the entire state. Has to be passed by the Assembly.
Yes.
And because of the collective efforts, we made the university in last year 2017.
I see.
And we have around 10,000 students studying with us.
So any turning point in your life while you were working, you started working here in the system and you realized, this is the way it has to work, or this is the way it has to work better,
Right. See, when I started working in year 2004, I was not very serious about the work, and used to come, I had the vision, but the implementation was little not in the proper manner which I wanted. So then my father, and I was 25 running, and my father said, you should settle down, you should get married now. And at the time I was reluctant, But then I'm being the eldest at in the home, so my father insisted that you should marry now because it's the right age. And obviously I got married to my wife, Tanika. Her name is Tanika, and then she really helped me, focusing on my work when I used to come home, because I'm very punctual and disciplined kind of person. I do everything at the right time, and I would like to do everything at the right time. And my breakfast, my lunch, my exercise, my office hours, everything. So then she's the one who changed me little, eased me out, because I was very hard not to crack, and she was the one which added oil in my life. You should be little greasy, you should be little easier, and you should change yourself according to the situation. You shouldn't expect the situation to change according to you. So that was a point where I realized that I have to take everyone along. I can't dictate terms because of my routine, because of my disciplined life, because of my nature. And since then I've been growing. As I said, we started university last year. We're going to start a new school now.
So why education sector solely?
Education, see, I mean, when I came back, and a lot of my friends, they are all industrialists and owners of big factories and big bank balances and all. And education never gives you a huge bank balance sheet, but what it gives you satisfaction and a lot of respect. And we were invited by a lot of different charitable organizations, by police officers, by ministers, and we invited once when the Honorable Prime Minister, the late Prime Minister I.K. Gujral, he came to Jalandhar once. And this is the thing which I'm sharing is, and my friend who is running a big industry here, we both wanted to invite the Honorable Prime Minister to our campuses, and he wanted to invite to his organization. And I succeeded in inviting him because I had a school with the kids, and the Prime Minister never went to any industry or a factory or something. That day I realized that it is so interesting and so respectable job running an education institution. And when I see the smile on the faces of the young kids and the parents coming to us and giving us some positive feedbacks, because I live on the feedbacks. The only reason we have growth is because of the feedback. We would love to give back to the society, to the students, what they want. And it's been 15 years been serving CT Group, and I'm glad I stayed back.
That's really interesting, sir. So sir, like you said, you know, it's not a commodity, like education is not a commodity which we sell. So because nowadays if you look around, you know, anywhere in any part of the country, education is being commercialized like any other commodity. So what puts CT apart? How do you ensure the standards and the quality is maintained despite everything?
See, why it happened, I'll actually tell you. Because when education sector was mushrooming 20 years ago, a lot of universities and institutions were coming up. So all these people who had sufficient enough funds, they thought, why can't we enter into this field? So a couple of them got together, they invested, they got a couple of schools, then they went into higher education. But the idea with them remained earning money, because they've been earning money for the past X number of years. We came into education with the motive. Okay, I'm not saying that we are not earning money. Without earning money, you can't expand, you can't grow. And it's such a noble field that you shouldn't do injustice to students. And the things which we keep us apart is, as I said, the feedback, the direct feedback from the students. I personally have met 1,000 students in the past couple of years directly in my office, one-on-one, taking the feedback. Number two, I can say we are the only institution where our private mobile numbers are written on every notice board, where every student can reach us any point of the day where they have problems. We don't have any PAs, we don't have any support. We work direct with the teachers and the students.
So that's open communication with the students?
Absolutely. They have our email IDs, they have our phone numbers. There are no PAs for the appointments. They can reach us and give us share their problems with us, and then obviously if the problem reaches us in time, if it's reaching to the top authority, it gets solved very quickly, rather than there's a, see, I'm not against hierarchy. We have hierarchy. Students are advised to meet their class coordinators, teachers, principals, directors, and then come to us. But then again, we say we are open. You can come to us anytime, any problems. We are there to help you if we can.
Alright.
That's one thing. And number two, the most important part is education. Everyone's giving education, and everyone's giving good education. Everyone has got class apart infrastructure. But what we try, especially at the school level, is to make them good human beings. I mean, I can teach them through books, through computers, through smart classrooms, everything. But what about making them good citizens of this country, where we teach them about unity in religion, there's no casteism, how to respect parents. I always say in my interviews, please respect your parents and elders, because without them you cannot reach anywhere. So these things we try to motivate them, right? Then there are 10% of the students you can't do much about them, and I'm telling the fact, that reality, right? We work on them also, but then if I can change the life of one student, I consider myself a winner. That's what we try to do.
Right, that's a good thought. So sir, like, what about your expansion plans? If we talk about city's vision down the line, maybe 10 years down the line, you know, where do you see yourself and the city group, of course, taking the city group to which level?
Expansion plans is not about the number of institutes or campuses. We have 4 campuses already in Jalandhar and Ludhiana. The main thing we would love to expand into is that I want the parents and the kids' first choice to become CT institutes. And that's what we're working on. Expansion plan or consolidation plan work sometimes simultaneously. So all my aims, throughout the day I keep on thinking about something, that where parents say that today I have a kid, and first preference would be CT public school, or then higher education, or the CT university. That's my motto. That's my main motto.
That's nice. So sir, what about your vision or mission for this CT group? Something which you have very clear in your mind, very clear for us.
See, there are a lot of things which we intend to do, and the most important thing through the CT group I do is the CSR activities.
I see.
We organize a marathon every year. This is going to be 11th marathon this year.
Right.
And the main reason is to collect funds and give it to the Apahaj Ashram and Parya School, which is nearby to our campus, and we have adopted them.
Okay.
And I visit them regularly. And these institutions always need funds, and through a marathon and different activities, we collect funds. We organize many other activities where we make students do such activities where they learn. Because it's been years we've been doing everything. So now we'll leave up to the students. They are the coordinators, they are the heads, they are the presenters. They collect funds, we organize many eye donation activities, organ donation activities, healthcare camps, absolutely free for the area, because one of our campuses is in the village.
I see.
So there are a lot of villagers who always need the help of doctors and prescriptions. So we keep on organizing such activities also. One thing, we have started a campaign called I'm Also Malala.
All right.
Because Malala always speaks about girl education, and according to her, and it's true, if our girls are educated, our families are educated, our country is educated, and there's no way no one can stop India from becoming the superpower and the #1 country in the world. We have to help the women, and that also at a very young age. So that idea motivated me to give absolute free education to the young girls of all the BPL families of Jalandhar. And so far, it just started last year, and we have 20 girls from very underprivileged families, and they're studying with us. And the best part is they are smarter
than the other
than the other ones, which
counterparts.
we thought at the age that where they might not be compatible with the other students. And trust me, they're so happy, and even the other kids are happy to have them, and they're learning faster than the other kids, right? And so I'm so happy and so glad that we started this initiative, and it's going on so well, and hopefully Malala comes to know and she visits our school soon.
Oh, of course, that'll be great. So, and sir, like you're a youth yourself, so probably the students connect with you,
Absolutely.
a lot more or better than they would connect with the, other age groups.
Ji.
So, any message for the youth you'd like to give?
See, a lot of students, they come to me for counseling. A lot of parents come to me that you've studied abroad. Shall I send my boys or girl to different parts of the world? And there are a lot of apprehensions among students, what to do. A couple of things which I always say, that the students, they, especially in Punjab, they make up their mind after the results of +2.
Yeah, true.
That what I should do. Whereas I've seen few kids down south, they're crystal clear from the very young age at which subjects they want to opt for, what stream they want to opt for, what is their goal, what they want to become. And accordingly they choose the subjects after 10th, and then so on, they follow that path. Here, the lack of counseling, and the lack of counseling at the school level. So when I came across this a few years ago, we initiated this cell, and we have covered, we started a campaign called Disha, where we visited so far 1,000 schools of Punjab, only to speak about counseling.
I see.
With whatever, we never motivated them to join CT Institute. We showed them the mirror. We told them this is what is there in the market. You shouldn't just rely on those different old courses, traditional courses. There are much more in the market. For example, hotel management. A lot of kids, they just used to go for BA, especially from the villages. And when we told them about hotel management, they joined the hotel management, various institutes, few joined CT also. And today they're doing wonderfully well in different parts of the world. So I request all the parents not to just go for the pressurized students because of what the neighbors or the relatives are doing.
True.
Your child is unique. Get a proper counseling done, and then choose your subjects of +1 wisely. And one thing, and I'm going to repeat this, please respect your parents. Because if you respect your parents, I'm pretty sure you will succeed in life, because your parents, they love you, and these days the kids are they're going away from the family. They listen to their friends more than the parents, right? And they have a reason, valid reason for that, because parents, they stop their kids from doing XYZ things, and their friends motivate them, right? So obviously they love that motivation and not the rejection. So I request parents that you should listen to the kids also. They're much smarter than what you think.
So sir, tell us something about your family, who all are there. And
it's a big family. My father, my mother, my brother, he's married. I've got 2 kids. Me, my wife, got 2 kids, and recently blessed with a baby boy.
I see.
On 25th of December, and we were lucky, we were happy that it's in a big day. And so we say the family is complete, and everyone's very happy, and everyone's into their own field. My wife visits the campus on and off. My brother helps me thoroughly. We have segregated the task whereby there's no confusion. And my father, he takes up all the strategic decisions, and me, my brother, we take part of the tactical and the operational part.
I see.
And my mother visits the hostel where we have a lot of international kids, the NRI kids, and she visits quite often. And because it's fast life, but we try to have dinner together whenever possible. It's not mandatory for everyone, but we try. And so 6 to 10 people, when a lot of birthdays every year, the anniversary, so get-togethers are there. My sister, she's married in UK. She visits her every year, and she has a family of 3 kids and her husband. So we're very happy, and we always thank God that my father, normally when we sit down, and he always speaks about that. He talks to my mother and he says, we too started and look at now. And we always make fun of this situation, and so these little fun and the time goes on, because see, there's no end to things, there's no end to anything. So but these little moments, they keep you kicking and taking forward.
Right. And sir, our viewers would like to know something about your hobbies and your interests.
In busy life, you don't have much time for yourself. To be honest, I keep Sundays for myself and my family, and we go out weekends sometimes in Chandigarh or Delhi. But I am a fitness freak and I hit the gym every day, right? And I spend a couple of hours in the gym, which I don't leave whatever happens. Whatever meetings are cancelled, I cancel all my meetings just to go to the gym. And I mean, one should be very punctual and disciplined. That's what I am. If I give anyone time and anyone gives me the time, so I make sure I honor and they honor the time, and which it should be actually. And Indians are a little improving now, I can say, and it's good signs, because people are visiting different countries and they know the value of the time. So I am very, I always project this and I always share with my students that you should honor time, you should honor the promises you give, and you should be disciplined. That's the 3 mantras I follow: punctuality, discipline and fitness.
All right. So that's the mantra for life for you.
Absolutely.
So that's a good message, sir.
Thank you so much.
It was wonderful having you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching. That's all for today. That's me, Noyla, signing off on this show. We'll meet you next with a new guest and a new face on DIY Generation. Thank you all. Namaskaram.